Thank you for joining us once again. With some tremendous response on AstroloGic, we've invited Mr. Kaartik Gor back to the show to address how to strengthen your interpersonal relationships in 2016. Let's take you there. With the new year rolling in, all of us must have taken some resolutions right at the strike of 12. But let's be honest here, how many of us actually follow through them as the year moves forward? Well, to help us with that, we have world-renowned astrologer Kaartik Gor, who will tell us how planets actually affect these resolutions and how we can fully commit to them. Well, Kaartik, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Shamali.
I have to tell you that after our airing previous week, many people have written in that they want to know how their relationships are going to be this year.
Yes, so AstroloGic is doing well for them.
Absolutely.
The phenomenal response we have got, the major queries are a lot around relationships.
That's
this
right.
week. Okay, and I keep telling everybody, favorite shairi from Jagjit Saab's shairi,
ये कौन
which
सी
says that आईना देखकर तसल्ली हुई, हमको इस घर में जानता है कोई. You know, which means that basically everybody or every soul is going through that loneliness phase.
Right.
And it is that relationship with loneliness which is so important for us to shine in our life.
True.
A lot of people have become so used to internet, so used to social media, so used to friends around that somewhere down the line they are trying to fight that loneliness.
Right.
So let's make loneliness a friend, use that to our advantage, and let's start enjoying our company.
That's brilliant. That's the best tip you could have given this year. So how do we actually manage the other relationships that we have with other people besides us?
Surya is the planet which basically rules your lagna or ascendant. Okay, ascendant defines you. Basically, what is your thought process? How do you think? How do you take life? What is the spirit within you is denoted by your lagna or ascendant.
Right.
The karaka for lagna is Surya, sun, planet sun. And sun basically denotes to meditation or spirituality at a very, very basic level.
Right.
Okay, so now that there's so much of springing of meditation and mantra chanting and meditation centers around, this was there much olden days.
True.
Prima facie to ensure that your lagna is strong at all times, and once that is strong, you are at peace with yourself. So meditation is one tip that I would give you, to be at peace with yourself. It helps you self-introspect. It helps you to basically react to a situation differently. Frankly speaking, it's a situation. Situation is not a challenging point in your life. It is a reaction to a situation, which is what individual makes different from two person. One can be an aggressive person and fight at the smallest of spark,
Right.
whereas other person might feel it's okay, I take that in my stride and let me face it.
Right.
So that is what lagna denotes. So meditation would be a good tip for all the people who want to be peace with yourself, starting with a relationship.
So besides spending time with ourselves that we are going to hopefully do this year, how do we tackle the relationships, the other relationships that we have with us?
Very important, because as they say, if your home minister is happy with you, then you are happy within the country.
That's true.
So home minister generally defines your wife or your spouse or your partner. Shukra denotes that. Okay, Venus is the relationship factor. Now, purest form of Venus is a beach. Why? Because Venus as a planet gets exalted in a sign which is called as Pisces. Okay, Pisces rules oceans.
Right.
So a walk on the ocean or a walk on the beach, holding hands of your partner is something that can be phenomenally well as far as your partnership goes.
Right.
Hence the Astrologic comes into way. A lot of people have told you that go to the beach, it's a nice place, it's a very romantic feeling. Why is it a romantic feeling? Because Venus gets exalted in Pisces and Pisces rules the beach.
Wow.
So now you know the logic behind that.
Totally going for a walk on the beach this evening. So that applies to all star signs.
It applies to all star signs across every relationship. Venus is the significator for relationship as far as your intimacy goes.
Right.
So how about going for a movie on a Friday? Because Friday is related to Venus. So a movie on a Friday would be excellent remedy for couples who are going through those low phases of life.
Right.
Vis-a-vis boss. Okay, it's very important for the boss to take their staff out for food. Okay, because food is a karaka for moon, and that sort of brings that intimacy level in a positive sense or an emotional quotient between the staff and the boss. Preferably on Monday or a Thursday.
Okay.
And how about keeping a glass of water between your staff? So to ensure that that Jala Tattva or that watery element is very strong and the emotional bond is there very strong, and those will be the staff that would vouch for you and would be ready to die for you.
Wow.
Okay, let's say you are having a not so good relationship with your boss. Obviously you don't expect him to or her to hold hands and walk on the beach. Basically moon denotes relationship with your boss. Okay, boss is also Surya as well as moon in a bureaucratic way. So dinner, because moon is a night strong planet, so lunch is not good.
Wow.
You know, because when you take your boss out during lunch, Surya is very strong, so moon doesn't get time to activate its true colors.
Right.
It is in the evening after 7 p.m. is when moon is very strong.
So even the timing is extremely important.
Absolutely, because a planet which is night strong would not be able to flourish during the day because it is strong in the evening. A planet which is strong during the day wouldn't be able to do well in the evening. For example, meditation is related to more of Surya and Jupiter.
That's true.
So hence you are always prescribed to do meditation in the morning.
That should work for all. And any last tip that you'd want to give about how tactfully people should handle everything else?
The biggest relationship factor which people sort of don't understand is the relationship with their peers or colleagues.
Right.
Or people who report to you.
Right.
Or your juniors, subordinate, your servants or your maids, which is so important in Dubai. Saturn is the planet that rules that stream of laborers. Okay, the common remedy for Saturn is giving a lot of charity. Now charity can come in different forms. Okay, when you are looking at your work colleagues, it could be taking them out for lunch. When it comes to dealing with your maids, make their Shukra more strong, give them a lot of clothes. You know, when it comes to let's say conversation with your kids and all, make Mercury very strong, take them out for movies or plays together with you, watch a lot of comic cartoons with them. That is how you exalt Mercury with them. So in all three aspects, there are remedies which I have given you whereby you can ensure that that relationship quadrant is very strong.
Well, Kartik, that was a beautiful insight. So this year, I think what all of us should take from this conversation is that we should be okay to spend time with ourselves, in fact, accept our loneliness, and also spend good time with our family as well.
Absolutely,
right?
absolutely. Be happy. Once you're happy with yourself, I think 50% of your problems are gone.
Work is done. Thank you so much, Kartik. It was a pleasure.
Thank you so much. Welcome.